The concept of longevity in Japan, particularly among those who reside in the world's most renowned blue zones, is not the result of a single miraculous habit, but rather a complex tapestry of intentional daily rituals that begin the moment the sun rises. To understand how these elders consistently surpass the century mark while maintaining cognitive clarity and physical vitality, one must look past modern medical interventions and into the rhythm of their morning routines. These rituals are deeply embedded in a philosophy that prioritizes harmony between the body, the mind, and the natural environment. As a health professional, observing these patterns reveals a blueprint for aging that contrasts sharply with the high-stress, sedentary lifestyle prevalent in much of the Western world. By examining these 7 core rituals, we can begin to synthesize a lifestyle protocol that supports cellular health, metabolic efficiency, and psychological resilience. The first ritual, and perhaps the most culturally significant, is the practice of ikigai, which translates roughly to one's reason for being. For a Japanese elder, waking up is not a chore dictated by an alarm clock, but a conscious transition into a day filled with purpose. This psychological anchor is the foundation upon which all physical habits are built. Scientifically, having a clear sense of purpose has been linked to lower levels of cortisol and reduced inflammation, which are primary drivers of age-related diseases. When an individual wakes up with a specific task in mind, whether it is tending to a garden, teaching a grandchild, or participating in a community craft, the brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin that prime the nervous system for a state of rest and digest rather than fight or flight. This ritual of morning reflection on one's role in the world provides a protective buffer against the cognitive decline often associated with isolation and lack of stimulation in the later years of life. Following this mental grounding, the physical body is engaged through the ritual of Ragyo Taiso, or radio calisthenics. For nearly a century, millions of Japanese citizens have tuned into morning broadcasts to participate in a synchronized series of rhythmic movements. Unlike high-impact exercise that can strain aging joints, these movements are designed to improve circulation and joint mobility through gentle stretching and balance coordination. From a clinical perspective, this ritual serves as a vital tool for lymphatic drainage and cardiovascular priming. By engaging in these low-intensity movements shortly after waking, elders ensure that synovial fluid is distributed throughout the joints, reducing the stiffness that often leads to falls and fractures in the elderly. This group activity also reinforces social cohesion, but even when performed alone, it serves as a signal to the metabolic system that the day has begun, gently raising the heart rate without inducing the oxidative stress that can accompany more strenuous workouts. The third ritual involves a deliberate approach to hydration and internal cleansing, specifically through the consumption of warm water or green tea immediately upon rising. Japanese longevity experts emphasize that the body loses significant moisture during sleep, and rehydrating the digestive tract is essential for maintaining gut motility. The choice of beverage is critical. High-quality matcha or sencha green tea is rich in Epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, a potent antioxidant that has been shown to protect cells from DNA damage and support heart health. This ritual is not just about quenching thirst, it is a metabolic kickstart. The warmth of the liquid aids in the relaxation of the stomach muscles and encourages a healthy bowel movement, which is a cornerstone of Japanese health philosophy. By flushing the system of metabolic waste products accumulated overnight, the body is better prepared to absorb the nutrients from the first meal of the day, ensuring that the inflammatory load on the gut remains low. The fourth morning ritual is the consumption of a traditional breakfast that stands in stark contrast to the sugar-heavy options found in many other cultures. A typical morning meal for a Japanese centenarian often includes fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, miso soup, and grilled fish. The inclusion of fermented products is a masterclass in microbiome management. These foods are packed with probiotics that strengthen the gut-brain axis, which is increasingly recognized as a key player in preventing neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Natto, in abundant feed, in particular, contains nattokinase, an enzyme that supports blood thinning and helps prevent arterial stiffness. By prioritizing protein and fermented vegetables over refined carbohydrates in the morning, these elders maintain stable blood glucose levels throughout the day. This prevents the insulin spikes and subsequent crashes that contribute to metabolic syndrome and chronic fatigue, allowing them to remain active and alert well into the afternoon. The fifth ritual is the practice of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, which many elders adapt into a simple morning walk through a local park or garden. This is the ritual of connecting with the natural world and breathing in phytoncides, organic compounds released by trees and plants. Research has shown that even a short period of time spent in green spaces can significantly increase the activity of natural killer NK cells, which are the body's primary defense against viruses and cancer cells. For the Japanese elder, this morning walk is a meditative experience rather than a fitness goal. It allows the eyes to rest on natural fractals and the ears to pick up ambient nature sounds, which lowers blood pressure and heart rate variability. This exposure to morning sunlight is also crucial for regulating the circadian rhythm, ensuring that melatonin production is properly timed for high-quality sleep later that evening. The sixth ritual is the cultivation of a small space, often through gardening or tending to bonsai. Many of the world's longest-living people spend their mornings with their hands in the soil. This ritual provides more than just physical activity. It offers a direct connection to the Earth's microbiome. Exposure to friendly soil bacteria, such as Mycobacterium vaccae, has been linked to improved mood and reduced anxiety. Gardening requires a high degree of fine motor skills and forward thinking, as one must plan for seasons and growth cycles. This mental engagement keeps the prefrontal cortex active. Furthermore, the act of nurturing a living thing fosters a sense of responsibility and continuity, which are essential psychological components of healthy aging. The physical requirements of weeding, planting, and watering provide functional strength training that maintains bone density and muscle mass without the need for a gym environment. The final ritual is the practice of hara-hachi-bu, which, while applied to all meals, begins with the mindset established at breakfast. This Confucian teaching instructs individuals to eat until they are only 80% full. In the morning, this means consuming enough to fuel the day's activities without overtaxing the digestive system. From a physiological standpoint, this caloric restriction without malnutrition is one of the few proven methods to extend lifespan in various biological models. It limits the production of free radicals during the metabolic process and allows the body to redirect energy toward cellular repair rather than intensive digestion. By starting the day with this discipline, Japanese elders maintain a lean body mass and avoid the systemic inflammation associated with obesity. This ritual is a testament to the power of moderation and the understanding that longevity is as much about what we omit from our lives as what we include. Integrating these 7 rituals, ikigai, ragio taiso, targeted hydration, fermented nutrition, nature immersion, gardening, and mindful consumption, creates a comprehensive framework for aging with grace. These habits work in synergy to protect the cardiovascular system, enhance the immune response, and preserve cognitive function. They remind us that the secret to a long life is not found in a pricey single pill or a complex medical procedure, but in the small, consistent actions we take in the quiet hours of the morning. For those over 60, adopting even a few of these Japanese traditions can lead to significant improvements in quality of life, proving that it is never too late to begin the journey toward becoming a centenarian. The wisdom of the elders teaches us that a life well lived is one where the body is respected, the mind is engaged, and the spirit is connected to the world around it.